Verzeo. Learn here, lead anywhere. Subscribe to our Verzeo channel and tap the bell icon to receive all notifications. Download the Verzeo app and get free content access.
So good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this webinar. Hope you're all safe and healthy. And the topic for today's webinar is skill set of ethical hackers to combat the modern day cyber war. And today we have Mr. Abhishek Mitra with us, who will be sharing his insights based on his experience in this domain. So on behalf of the entire Verzeo family, we welcome you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Thank you, sir. Now, before going ahead, let me introduce the speaker for you. Mr. Abhishek has completed his MBA from Punjab Technical University. He is a certified ethical hacker from EC University, which is based in the United States and provides globally recognized training and certifications in cybersecurity. Currently, he is the managing director of both Green Fellow IT Security Solutions and Indian Cybersecurity Solutions. Now, without further ado, let's start the session. The stage is all yours, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Should I share the screen, right?
Yes, sir.
I think my screen is visible now.
Yes, sir, it is.
Yeah, thank you. Coming to the point of today's topic, the skill set of ethical hackers to combat the current scenario. So, myself is Abhishek Mitra. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Indian Cybersecurity Solution. With the private company name is Green Fellow IT Security Solutions Private Limited. Indian Cybersecurity Solution is a brand name of that. Another wing which we have is not into the cybersecurity but in the education wing. Also for the children's, we have started a new venture which is known as Indian Home School because of now current situation, and we don't know in future what will happen to the students because they won't return to schools, and how long will it take this situation to cope up with. So we have started this initiative with many school like teachers and ex-employees of schools joining hands with us, and we are providing online training. It's a kind of online school covering all the curricular activities and also the education to the students. So coming to this point, what will be the flow of this today's webinar? I have given a very short, but I should make use of that time of 1 hour. So coming to this point is like, I think it's visible now. Hackers is the immune system of the cyber world. Then cyber attacks and scam that you find it out in for targeting common people. Cyber threat, which is being like faced by countries and organizations, where we come in as an ethical hacker. And career prospect for an ethical hacker. How do they need to start? Where they need to start? They are really confused. They find out numerous institutes. So what should be the real starting point? I have an experience that I can share with you. I hope that will help you to understand how you can select an institute. Okay, so coming to the point is what is hacking? So coming to the point of what is hacking, I should ask people who have like joined if the comment section is open to them, so they can also comment on that section and tell us, like, let us know what do you think, what is hacking. So if anyone willing to answer, please go ahead and write in the comment section. I'll then answer. Can I can I see the chat section as well?
Yes,
or you
sir,
can see if there's anyone responding to it, please let me know.
Yes, sir, sure.
Yeah. So we think hacking is something which is an illegal activity without getting the permission of individuals or companies, the capacities. Yeah, some people have, I think, responded, right? Can you let me know the answers what they're doing?
Sir, Shiva is saying seeing other persons without their permission.
Yeah, kind of a thing. Without their permission, if you're accessing someone's personal data, it's a kind of an hacking. Without their permission, if you are accessing companies' data without their permission, it's a kind of an hacking. That is a term which is known as hacking. And who does that is known as an hacker. Now there are different types of hacker. It's an mainly three types: white, black, and gray, and that to depend on the hat they wear. So we don't wear a hat. I'm not wearing a hat as of now physically, but we can categorize, like you can categorize us as a white hat hacker. We do legal things. Now coming to the ethical hacking and white hat hackers are related terms. Like ethical hacking is something which takes permission of an individual or an organization and does the activity of finding out the vulnerabilities and reporting to them, and they get paid for it. What we do, we wear a white hat, and that's why we known as white hat hacker. Black hat hackers are someone who does it illegally, where the organizations are afraid of them and they call us. So those people are real threat to the organization, to the country. There are different types of. They can be mostly categorized into like hacktivists, like not hacktivists. They're hacktivists are people like who are providing a kind of they stand for a social cause or something like anonymous. There are cyber terrorists, so like ISIS group who were targeting like doing a hacking kind of a thing, and then there was anonymous who were like attacking them, counter-attacking them, and like few years ago, and their Twitter accounts were deleted. So that's a kind of a cyber war that happens. Gray hat hacker. If people have seen the movie A Wednesday, which was a popular movie, a real kid which comes in and find out where the bombs have been planted and who is the mastermind behind that. I think you have seen that movie A Wednesday. Nasiruddin Shah and another kid was there. The kid is a gray hat hacker. He doesn't black hat activity, and also he does in white hat activity and helps the police to find out the things. You can refer to many movies that you see. The popular one is Mr. Robot, which is also a gray hat hacker. In the morning, he does the penetration testing service for the organization. In the evening, he does all the black hat activities and for the other organizations, and for individuals also he hacks some details and data of them. So this is in a nutshell. Coming to the point of this is another important question: is your social media account safe, and how your social media accounts can get hacked? So there are different ways of there are different ways of hack. Once there had been news few days ago that Facebook was compromised. Millions of data were sold in dark web. LinkedIn was also even compromised. So if that is the scenario, that is a completely different ballgame. Like you don't have much control on that, but you do have a control on something which, like, someone sends you a phishing link and you fall prey to that. Being visiting many sites, illegal sites. For example, I can tell you, visiting porn site. You're watching porn sites. You're going to the porn site and you using VPN. What happens on those sites? There's a known as XSS, cross-site scripting. You get a pop-up in front of you stating that you have won something, and there's a scratch card available. You scratch that, you'll find out that you are winning 2,000 rupees. And that once you click on that, you will be redirected to Google Pay or Paytm, wherever you want to. There are options. And once you click on the pay button, it's actually you're paying to them, not receiving. So avoid visiting illegal websites, because those are the main places where they actually target you, right? And let's show you one practical thing of how your Facebook accounts or social media accounts can be hacked. I already have sent an WhatsApp to the organizer who was connected me. Even I can show it the WhatsApp. This is kind of a message that you might receive. I think this screen is visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So see, this is, suppose you have a friend, you know that person, right? And you believe in that person, but still he sends you and forward you a message, right? And this is a message which comes in front of you. Get 5% discount on OnePlus in Amazon with additional cashback option. Just log on to your Facebook account, click on the link below, and the offer ends. There's an call to action to it. An offer ends on 2nd May, so urgency has been created. So once you click on this, what will happen is, see, this is a mobile version page which opens up, right? You can see fbmobile.html, which is being cloned. Okay, so now once it is being cloned, you are watching it in a very small screen of near about 5.5 inch screen, and you don't pay focus on the actual URL. If you can pay focus on the actual URL, it's DDDC, which is not Facebook. It's not facebook.com, right? But what you do is, there's a misconception of we trust websites which has HTTPS. And that's a completely wrong notion. Why? Because HTTPS gives a security to the network level. It doesn't gives you a guarantee that that website cannot be a phishing website. So this is a false website. We have attached an HTTPS to it. Now, if you see an HTTPS and blindly you give all your credentials, that can be hacked. For example, I'm giving some credentials out here. For example, I'm writing my name, right? And I'm not giving my actual password, definitely. So I'm just typing some random password. Let's see what happens. Now, I click on the login button, and to be very honest, I'm redirected to the page where I've been promised to. And there's a OnePlus Note 5G, and there's a 5% discount even. So there's nothing to worry. Even there's a pop-up which states that you can save your password. I will not, because that's a browser thing. So this is what the fee, like the amount is 29,999. I can even go and do the purchase it, because this is an actual website. Amazon is not being fished. Amazon is an actual website where you are seeing it, right? So the promise has been met by the person who has forwarded you, or the person who wants to attend, right? So what will happen is I'll just click on the this is where I'm receiving the passwords. Okay, so just I want to refresh it. I received one. Like, let's see, I've written Abhishek. This is my email, and this is the password. Okay, now people might ask that, sir, you're doing on the same network. So even though I can send this entire link to you in different networks wherever you are in, feel free to like click on this. I think I can send it on the chat if they want to, right? So if there's any comment, let me know. If they want to, I can definitely send on the chat and they can verify. Fine. Moving to the next point is password. Now we have seen many things. We have been digital, forced digital previously a few years ago due to the notebandi, the thing that happened. So we knew how to, we came to know how to use Paytm and other wallets came into existence. We know how to use password, and that time there was huge buzz around. You should know, you should use uppercase, lowercase characters, numbers, special characters, everything. Now coming to that point, it's very hard for an individual to remember a password, because you have multiple accounts, be it social media accounts, be it like your bank account, like banking apps even. So what should be ideally a password should be, so that it becomes easier to remember. What people do is, normally social engineering is a technique which is being used by hackers to understand what are the combinations or possible combinations a person can have as an password. So for example, like many people might be using their name at the rate and their mobile number, or their birth year, or even their girlfriend's name, or their boyfriend name, or their parents name, or their city where they are being born. So normally you can use those and in a dictionary, and you can do it a brute force attack or a dictionary attack, whatever you want to, right? So if that is the scenario, you should have a strong policy. Now I'll give you a quick simple example. This is one notepad I've opened. Please ignore the above thing. I can delete this. So coming to this point, just to wait for a second. I'm getting more. Yeah. So for example, you stay in Abhishek. Can you just let me know where do you stay?
I stay in Bhubaneswar.
You stay in Bhubaneswar. So Abhishek definitely loves Bhubaneswar, right?
Yes, sir.
What's your spelling? B-H-U, Bhuba, B-H-U, B-H-A, N-E-S, W-R, right?
W-A-R, yes.
Am I writing it correctly?
There is no H after, I mean, before A.
B-U-B-H, right?
B-H-U, right? B-H-U, B-A.
B-H-U,
B-A.
B-A, right? Yeah, B-A, right. So if this is Abhishek loves Bhubaneswar, right? So if this is a password, it's very easy to guess, right? What if you write it in this way? At the rate B, H is replaced as hash, I is replaced as exclamation, S is replaced as dollar. Then again, tell me, H, E is replaced as 3, K is again K, L is 1, O is 0, V is V, E is again 3, S is again, you can write it like we've used dollar, B is B, H is again hash, U is U, B is again B, A is at the rate, N is N, E is 3, S is dollar, W is W, and A is again at the rate. R can be written as 8. So we replace it as 8. This is known as a leak language. Now, if this is your password, who the hell can break it? Nobody can. You can test this password in password strength. Like you will be amazed to see that it will take near about 3 years to break it. Now, the point is, you can keep this simple, but everyone doesn't love, like you cannot keep it that your name and loves your place. You should have different combinations, okay? And even you can hate someone, you can love someone, you want to kill someone, you can write that, and you can just replace those things like characters. A should be replaced at the rate, H should be as hash, and I should be as exclamation. So it makes much more difficult for an automated attack to find out your passwords and guess your password. So that becomes really tough for them. So you can prevent that thing. Coming to the point of the phishing attacks, which I was explaining, you should look into the URL, HTTPS even. So what happens if somebody just changes this, and you can see like if somebody purchases a site known as FACEB00k.com, what will happen on that? Yeah, Facebook knows it. Facebook have taken preventive actions and they've already purchased that. But what if a normal company which doesn't have that big number of strength like in Facebook, so that company might not have purchased this kind of a thing. So if somebody can purchase a similar looking domain, what actually cyber attackers or cyber criminals does. So and they send you this. So it's become too tough to see in your mobile and find out that this is being actually a phishing page or a normal page. What I would suggest for a layman, if you can do it, is you should do it, is you should copy the entire URL, paste it in Google, find out. Google will be the best person to answer you, like best search engine page to answer you that there's a spelling mistake on that. So once there is a disclaimer in front of you, you avoid that. And obviously, do not click on those links which comes to you randomly, and there's an offer which pops up. So verify that. We have different tools which we have developed to combat this kind of thing, phishing attack. So I'll explain it in later slides. Okay. So going to the next point is real world scam. Now this is the real world scam which you can see. The KYC has been updated successfully, and this is what I've received a few days ago even. And once I click on this, it gets redirected to the wallet, and they ask for the money which I've told you. The scratch card option which Google gives, the same thing is being cloned and being like there's been an attack which attacks the common people. So it's not that only going to the porn site and you can find out this kind of thing attacking you. It's also even some insecure websites which have not been audited properly. What happens is there's a vulnerability known as cross-site scripting. So if somebody like what will happen is if you're opening a website and there's a pop-up in front of, so that pop-up can be randomly generated. That is the vulnerability which is known as stored cross-site scripting. Okay, so it can be displayed at anyone who is opening that page. So if that is the scenario, and the pop-up comes, you have won a lottery of this money amount, and that's the website you must have visited few days ago even, and you regularly visit that website. So you must be like you might think that fine, this company is giving me this offer, I can click on that. Once you click on that, and you are taken to different stages. It's not that only clicking and that pop up and your entire account entire amount gets deducted. It's not that simple, but there are certain steps that are being followed. Like you can be redirected to something where you are onto the payment gateways or like wallets, or they might be asking you for some payments or some of your details, or might be your credit card details with it being stored. Okay, so these things might happen. These are the real scams which I have taken one example. I would have shown another, but that is being removed. That was an actual scam which I found it out, and I reported to the Cyber Cell Kolkata, and they appreciated us. There were many scams which are going on currently. If viewers are watching us right now, they can relate. Is you might be receiving numerous amount of like friend request in your Facebook account, and that is being a targeted kind of a scam which is going on. What is happening is there are profiles being made for young ladies, which are they seem to be very attractive. And once you as a young boy like accept those kind of an invitation, and they might ask you give your WhatsApp number. Once you give your WhatsApp number, they will give you they video call you. Okay, and then they will record your entire thing. I have been covered in Aaj Tak News National for this thing as well. So what will happen is they will record your entire conversations over what they're doing, and they're not physically present. They will only open up one one video recorded video of a lady, and will be asking you many things which is like kind of a fraud, and you might be falling a trap of it, and then you will be blackmailed. Like they'll ask you to give this many amount and transfer it to this account, otherwise they will public it and make it like YouTube. They will stream it in YouTube. Okay, so your nude photos, if it's published in a YouTube, you will definitely be afraid of. And this is the real world scam which is going on right now. And due to this COVID situation, people are losing their job, and now they are being like, there are good people who are finding out new ways to earn money, and there are bad people who are finding out new ways to blackmail people and earn money. So this is please be aware, this is the real fraud which is happening. And this is where the skill set of an individual, not you don't need to be a great penetration tester. It's just about being safe, wise enough. You're using an internet which is known as world wide web, is now the wild web. So be using it in a cautious way is very much important. And these are the real scams. Be updated, watch news uh, articles. And obviously a simple thing, unnecessary, if somebody is pinging somebody is sending you messages, somebody wants you to chat, or like give you a video call and chat with you, please stay like avoid them, and do not entertain them. Coming to the next point is, this is the problem which we as an organization, like as a country, we have faced. China behind the cyber attack on Mumbai Power Grid, which happened recently. There was this is one of the media which has come up with this. Is India ready? This is the thing which happened in the last previous lockdown. There was a phishing alert from CERT, Computer Emergency Response Team of India, which states that there might be a targeted phishing scams targeting individuals. So this is an official letter from New Delhi. And what now the response from Indian cybersecurity solution was, we launched an artificial intelligence based vulnerability assessment tool for enterprise, which is known as say like sorry this is the phishing website detection tool, which is known as Margdarshak. Okay, so I can show you the product demo video which will explain you how it works. Okay, Abhishek, if there is any questions, you can let me know.
Yes, sir. We got one question till now.
Yeah, please let me know.
So, would you like to take the question right now?
Yeah, no issue.
Sir, Rishikesh is asking, like, he needs to know, like, if we could tell him more information about OSCP exam.
OSCP exam, yeah. See, OSCP,
Yes.
OSCP is an offensive security. You know it basically. So, what you need to know is about the exams. If you are having experience on cybersecurity domain, okay, working in the cybersecurity domain for last one odd years into the penetration testing domain, you should have a real good skills of like doing the penetration testing and like understanding of it. And then you can definitely apply for it. It's a like it's near about cost 1 lakh rupees, more than that even. Right now I don't know the exact amount. You can check it out on the offensive security page. And for more details, OSCP certified professional will be there explaining it live. We'll be having one live workshop on from our Indian Cybersecurity Solutions Facebook page and YouTube page. So if you are willing to, you can join there and you can get more details of understanding, because today's topic is not about only for OSCP. So I would have explained that, but thank you for asking. I have sure, like, I'll request you to subscribe to our YouTube page and you'll get the details out there. The next OSCP web, live will be there. Okay, so coming to this Margdarshak, I'll just play it right now.
An online phishing website detection tool by Indian Cybersecurity Solutions, inspired from the mythology of Mahabharata. An incident when Lord Krishna shows the way to Arjuna at the time of the epic battle of Mahabharata. At this point of time, India and China are at war footings. Tensions along the line of actual control is rising, and China is avoiding direct military confrontation with Indian army. China is trying to launch an attack in the cyberspace of India as Computer Emergency Response Team of India, which is also known as CERT, and has launched an advisory on 19th June. CERT clearly mentions of a possible phishing attack to be carried out by. In this contest, Indian Cybersecurity Solutions has launched a machine learning and AI-based tool which can predict phishing websites with 99.9% of accuracy. Margdarshak aims to lead the way in response to the cyber attack led by China. Margdarshak, with a user-friendly web-based interface where common citizens of India can easily verify a link. Using machine learning and artificial intelligence, Margdarshak can differentiate between a genuine link and a phishing link. Margdarshak aims to lead the way in the cyber war against China. A small contribution towards the society and an intention to serve the nation at this time of uncertainty, Indian Cybersecurity Solutions is proud to stand with the nation against any cyber threat as a first line of defense.
So this is what we did. This is where the technology comes in. Artificial intelligence and machine learning comes in and join hands with cybersecurity, solving a bigger problem of phishing attacks, which is being targeted to the Indian citizens. This is where machine learning and artificial intelligence, we provide machine learning and artificial intelligence training to individuals. We have a strong research and development wing which focuses on developing tools like this. We have another tool which is known as SAFE, Secure Artificial Intelligence Based Vulnerability Assessment Tool for Enterprise, which is targeting the enterprises for their security requirements, a 360-degree approach of their entire IT infrastructure, so that they come to know about what is going on, which is wrong, and what to be done. In this Margdarshak, what we have done is we have just focused on like there are repository where phishing websites are being listed. We have used machine learning algorithms and artificial intelligence to like once you paste the it is live in our website indiancybersecurity.com. So once you paste any URL, it will tell you that that is a phishing page or that's a normal page which you can trust. So there are different parameters which are being looked after, and this is how the prediction is being done. In machine learning technology, it's not about like 100% accuracy cannot be achieved. So it's 99.9% accuracy with different algorithms being used. So this is what we have done in response to the current situation which is happening. Right. Coming to the next part is like common vulnerabilities that organizations still have. Right. So let's watch one live example in a live website. Like what is SQL injection? How many of you know about what SQL? I think people must be commenting on the chat. So please do feel free to comment. SQL, structured query language, and injection is something which is like a kind of a command which is on the logging part which you give, and you can get into the backend pretty easily because there is a flaw in the login. For better understanding of it, I'll not go in much more details. I'll directly show it. Okay, so this is one company. This is a courier service company. So be very careful. Like wherever you are giving your data, it might be a company, might be a very genuine company and a very loyal company or customer centric company, but it doesn't have a good IT IT support or kind of an cybersecurity team. So which can lead to like giving all your credentials where you're sending your courier for this, where you're sending your couriers, and all the details, customer details can be like available to the hackers. How? This is the admin panel. Okay, and you can see I've written this is the simple command. I've just written ASD. Like you can write X. You can copy this, paste it in the password section, login, and this is known as SQL injection. And just there's a schema wrong password. I just refresh it. Just hold on for a second. I think I'm giving a wrong command. This is a blind SQL injection. This website was tested previously. It might be that they have rectified it. Even it can happen. So don't be afraid. You can find out many other pages as well. Okay, now I've got in. Okay, so this is where the backend is. Okay, this is the dashboard. So without any password and anything, you can get into. You can view courier. You can edit. These are the entire customer details. So I'll not show it live. Sorry for this, but this is the real scenario. You can upload the scan copy, see the scan copy, and you can even like manipulate this and change the entire courier part to somewhere else. You can get the details of it. Now what happens is, now you being a normal like common person and understanding like you need to send something to someone, and you have given your courier to this company, and their company has already sent that thing and you are happy with them. But the point is, in the meanwhile, your data which is being provided by you, stored by this company, is being vulnerable, and hackers can easily see this. Now you will be a target of different scam. Somebody calling you, you might have, like people who are watching might have received many calls of Snapdeal. If you have purchased something, you have received like you have won this many amount of, like there's a lottery because you have purchased this from Snapdeal. Now it can happen that you have sent this courier to this address, and I might be giving you a call and telling you you have won this, and you will be believing in me because you know that yes, that person is calling is really knowing the details of my entire thing, where I am, where did I send this courier, what was the weight of that courier. Everything is written here, everything is available here. Now if you are being a target, you don't know what to be done. Now once Data Protection Act is being enforced, these companies will be liable to get audited or done penetration testing by ethical hackers. So the ethical hackers demand will definitely rise more. It is right now in an like in higher end, but still there's more scope of a high demand for ethical hackers. Why? Because this company will require patient testers for testing their website and continuously helping them to solve like combat this kind of attacks. And if this is where you as an ethical hacker or a penetration tester gets your job, right? So this is the and another thing is you can report this. We have reported them just 2 to 3 days ago about this scenario, and they have acknowledged us and they will report. So this is not how we are doing it. Now, this is an activity of black hat. So don't believe that I'm showing it in front of you and I have not informed them. I have informed them. I've informed them that this is where the vulnerability is. This is what the screenshots are, and this is what happened. And they've acknowledged, okay, we'll take care of it and we'll resolve this. Okay. So they have like after 5 days of vulnerability, you have given them report and they have acknowledged that after normally after 48 hours to like it can extend to different countries. They have different rules, but from our end, like after 48 hours and after the acknowledgement 48 hours, you can definitely publicly disclose. So you can do that. Okay, so moving on to the next slide, temper data. Now, what is temper data? Temper data is like, for example, in an e-commerce, I've written here, in an e-commerce website, you can change the price of that product. Now that seems very interesting. Like now people might ask, sir, can I change price in Amazon and purchase it in 1 rupee? See, definitely Amazon is having a great and huge team of cybersecurity people doing it, and also they have bug bounty programs where they encourage ethical hackers or hackers to test their entire like infrastructure, where e-commerce website. So and where you can find out loopholes, and if you report to them, they'll give you huge price amount, which is known as bug bounty, and they will enlist your name into Hall of Fames and different other places. So that will be a great add-on to your CV. I'll explain how you can move ahead with your career in cybersecurity. Let's see what is temper data. Very easy. Many people have done it. I'll try to do it. I've found out another website. I think. Let's see. There is an extension called like in Firefox, which is known as Burp Suite, which is used to check the request. I'm not showing it to something which is very much popular because you might be purchasing it from here. And so this is a simple website which is you can consider them to be an e-commerce website which sells razor. Okay, so you can see the the products out here. Okay, so whatever you want to buy. So this is $69, and the you can add to cart, and you can proceed to checkout. Okay, and you can select a standard payment of free standard 7 to 10 days even, and you might receive. So this is the total. So you need to pay this. So whichever payment mode you want to, now you can click on that and you will be paying that. So this is quite simple. But in this stage, you need to have that trick and to change. Like this is where the extension comes handy. I'm clicking on Burp Suite extension. Now I'll go to Burp Suite proxy and interception. I'm putting on my interception on, turning it on. There are too many things which are running, so it's becoming a little bit slow. Okay, so it's on now. Now what will happen is, actually what happens, there is a request packet which is going to the server. Now from this page, it is being redirected to the payment gateway page. Now once it's being redirected to the payment gateway page, okay, in between we are capturing that request. So that is where the interception comes in. So I click on this. Now it is being captured there. So it is not now from this website, from after clicking my PayPal button, it is being captured in the Burp Suite. And if the interception is on, now see, this is where the data is being transferred. Now you can check, this is the price, 69.95. Now you can do is, you can turn it to be 1 rupee, okay? And then you can forward this request and you can put this interception off, save. So there was 2 products combined to, so it was supposed to be $139. It's now 3.90 USD. And to be very honest, there are many Indian companies, even cybersecurity companies, who are having payment gateways attached to their website, they are having this clause. Now, if you can find out these things and report it to them, you will get enormous amount of acknowledgement, which will be a huge like add-on to your CV. So people, once they're like, you are sitting for an interview and you can tell them these many companies list I have whom I have secured, they are ready to grab you at any point of time. Right? So this is known as temper data, which is one of the OWSP top 10 vulnerabilities in the top 10 vulnerabilities list. So how can an ethical hacker prevent this kind of attack? So for the SQL injection part, I'll tell you, in the SQL injection, you've seen I've used exclamation, right? That's the special character. So the basic thing is you can avoid, or once you're coding, your coder should avoid any kind of special character intake in the user field. If in the user field, the special character intake is stopped, then you can eventually prevent SQL, blind SQL kind of injection. That's the basic thing for as of now. There are many things that you can do, but the basic thing is this. Okay. Second is for temper data, which I've shown. If there would have been a server, like you are capturing that data, and once you are sending that data to the PayPal account, in the PayPal account, once they are receiving it at a different price, right? So if there is a server end validation done, so for example, what I'm saying is what the price was $139, right? So if the price is $139, you cannot change it. Even you temper that request and try to send that thing, there will be a server end validation. So once I'm capturing it in a burp shoot, I'm again sending it. Whatever amount I'm sending it, the server and validation will stop me until we know you're purchasing 2 products. So that 2 product, we have listed it as this amount, and this is the total amount, and that amount should only go. Whatever you are telling, I'll not forward that. There is a server end validation done. So this is how you can do. As an ethical hacker, your job is to find out this kind of vulnerabilities and report it to them. If you're working with them, with a company, you can definitely do that. You report it to them. And once you report it to them, also tell them these are the remediation actions that you can take. These are simple things, easy things, right? So you can do that. So I'm coming to the end of the presentation, as I am given 1 hour of slot. So let's come into the steps towards the cybersecurity, how you can move forward. So for me, though I'm the owner of an cybersecurity training divisions as well and providing training, definitely you are welcome to come here. But still, you need to find out that you really love this and loving this cybersecurity world or hacking, ethical hacking, whatever you want to tell. You need to learn it by your own. Nobody can teach you, right? I've been reading your company's like your story coverage as well. So college dropout students have opened this, and there's a huge success that's being covered everywhere. So you can eventually know this. Like if you have that passion, it like formal way of education is just in norms and like simple norms that you can avoid, and you can, if you love that thing, you can definitely learn it from any open source resources where you want to. Like you have internet, and that's the greatest gift you have in this century, right? So learn it from the resources. Obviously, the problem what you'll face is you'll take much longer time to learn. Like if you want to learn it in a quick way, effective way from a penetration tester, yes, there are institutes where you can go in. But if you really want to, before going there, I would suggest you to get into find out open resources where you can learn. Just visit different websites and find out the curriculums of cybersecurity. Bring out the curriculums like the points and search in Google what all tools they are using. You find out the tools they are using. You open YouTube, find out how they are using that open source tools. You learn many things, and you are being well prepared. Now, once you're sitting in in 3 months of training, we're coming to Indian Cybersecurity Solution or wherever you want to, you are much more prepared and like on a line where you can think on that way. We won't be giving that much of effort. We don't need to give that much of effort to make you understand what is cybersecurity and what tools to be used. Now you can ask specific questions. Sir, this is my problem I've been using here. Now I'm not being able to do it. Now that's become the next level of learning, right? So you can utilize that. Try to find out vulnerabilities and report it to companies. As I've told you, very effective, very important. Find out vulnerabilities in different companies. Please be aware that every company doesn't encourage, and that's a very wrong thing that happens all over the world. Like hackers are being like people who hack and then tell you that you are being vulnerable. They are being thrown to the behind the bars, right? So that should not happen, because we have a very wrong notion as a hacker who should be sitting in a basement and coding. It's not that, right? It's a real field where people are finding out loophole and telling it to you. If somebody tells you that your door lock is broken and anybody can get into, and what you will do, you'll catch that person and tell him that this person wants to take uh, uh, take my important things from my home, and you categorize them as a thief. No, you should not do. But yes, there are many companies who encourages you to find out vulnerabilities. Like we as Indian cybersecurity solution, we ask hackers to please test our website. If you find out anything, we'll be listing you in the hall of fame, and also we'll be giving you bounties. There are goodies, there are t-shirts, there are many things that you can get. So you feel free to do that, and the companies are gaining real things from them, because these new researchers, hackers, they are giving them different ways of finding out different vulnerabilities, and the companies are really happy to give them and award them. And you if you open up LinkedIn, you will find many people who have achieved these things. They are posting it and they are tagging the company. So this is a real trend which is going on. It's a good thing to be associated with. And then you go to certificate, as the person rightly asked, which certificates should be going for. OSCP, yes, CEH, OSCE. There are many things. CISSP, CISM for managing the cybersecurity part later on, because this is which is the basic cybersecurity training, which I'm going to webinar. So I won't be getting into much more details. Coming into the next part is skills enhancement tips. So first is obviously play CTF, capture the flag. There are many tool-based testing, because tool anyone can purchase and run it, right? But we are also providing manual-based testing, and this reduces the false positive. Like it's a zero false positive report which we are generating. This gives the confidence to the company, and they will come to you. We personally have done that. That's why we are getting so many companies. We personally tell the companies that we provide 70% cyber insurance to you for free. So if anything goes wrong, we will pay you back the entire project amount which you are being paid, 70% of the project amount. And our incident response team, will take care. Whatever data being lost, will be restoring you. So this is the confidence, and this is what the belief you give to your customers, and then only the customers will believe you and give you the project, right? So these things you will learn in the internship, how the actual things work. Not about the business prospect, but yes, definitely on the prospect of how actually penetration testers work. So obviously go for internship. I am on the end of my presentation. I would definitely love to hear some questions if they have, and I think I am on absolutely on time. Okay, so
Yes,
definitely shoot any questions you have. This is my contact list, like the numbers and my email ID where you can reach me. If you have any questions right now, please do feel free to ask.
So currently we have 3 questions. Can we start?
Yeah, please.
So Padmanabh is asking about how to become a professional white hat hacker.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me answer this. See, professional white hat hacker, I've already explained what are steps you should take. Get into the search in Google different courses which you have, their course modules, and then you approach the best way. Another thing is to do is like how you can choose an institute where you want to learn. Okay, find out the current job opportunities available in the job portals. Okay, once you go there, you will find out the job description. Once you are there in the job description, you will come across many numerous terms or terminologies, right? Copy them and go to different institutes pages and see in the course module if they are covering it. If they are, then okay, you can opt for that. Then the next is how many students have tagged that company's LinkedIn after receiving certificate. You can reach out to those students and ask about their genuine feedback. See, nowadays feedbacks can be manipulated. You can have n number of students giving you feedbacks in your Google business listing reviews, right? So you cannot trust that. So go to the real students who have really tagged the company and ask them, is it really worth enough to like going for this, right? You can do that. Yeah, Abhishek, we can go to the next question.
The next question is asked by Rishikesh again. He wants to know what is the difference between black, white, or red hat.
See, we do not consider red hat. Red hat is to be like it's a Linux certificate. Red hat we don't have. We gray hat. What is the difference between white, black, and gray? I have already told. White, taking permission as what we do, earn money in a legal way. What I'm encouraging you all to become a white hat, a pension test. Black hat, where organizations are afraid of them. If any kind of attacks goes, like corporate espionages happen, if there are scams that happen. So those people who are doing it without the permission, they are known as black hat. White hat, gray hat, I've already told you. I have seen a movie A Wednesday. A person who is a white like a black hat hacker can also be a white hat hacker, where both the hats together doesn't have a fixed kind of an intention. It can be destroying someone's destroying something, or it can be much more creative enough in helping people out. Like for example, anonymous is categorized as activist. I told you there are cyber terrorism, where the people like ISIS I have already explained. So this is a simple thing which.
So the next question is from Chandrasekhar. He wants to know what are the common tools used by ethical hackers.
There are many common tools like in Nessus, Nmap, SQL map or SQL injection. For port scanning, there is Nmap. For temper data is being used for web application vulnerability testing. This tool which I was showing, Bubsuit. Then there are many. There are IBM App Scanner. For reverse engineering, you use Audited. There are many.
So there is one last question, which is from our side. We saw that in last year in October, there was a large US clinical trial software manufacturer which was involved in COVID drug testing. They experienced a ransomware attack.
Right.
Like if that happens right now, when the entire nation is crippling with oxygen shortage, so what's the best way to deal with such a ransomware attack?
See, let me explain what is ransomware first. Ransomware is nothing but a software which has an encryption and decryption logic. Sometimes they don't have even the decryption logic. What it does is, why it is named as ransomware, a simple encryptor and decryptor cannot be termed as ransomware. Why? Because somebody encrypting your data and asking money, on the return of that money, they'll give you the decryption key. That is where the ransom comes in. That's what known as ransomware. Normally, the decryption key, many attackers don't have. How these ransomware attacks are being carried out in the dark web? There are numerous ransomware that you can purchase. Anybody can. Common people like you, me can purchase it. If you have any kind of a backdoor entry to any website, which we have done personally, as there was a cyber attack done to Indian websites on 2016 on airport websites, Trivandrum and Kochi. Pakistani hackers have did it. So on a return, we have got into the Islamabad airport website and their server, and we have encrypted all the files, putting a ransomware team. Right? That's what kind of a black hat activity. As I told you, we started as a black hat, but still on national interest, and it was covered in many news channels. But we didn't bring up that video is also there in Facebook even. So if this kind of attack comes in, so see, reverse engineering, if you know the term, is like many people know, is they have this demo version games. They can turn it into full version game. How? Because due to like using reverse engineering. The same thing can be used here in ransomware. What will happen if the ransomware is there and that requires a decryption key? There's a box which requires a decryption key. So if you know what kind of ransomware has attacked you, for example, you need to take that ransomware out, like have it on another testing environment and use Audited to find out where the, like, you can test, for example, the decryption key is like you don't know it, but you are giving 1 2 3 4 5, and somewhere it matches, and once it matches there, it shows that this is a wrong key and it will not allow you, right? So reverse engineering technique, what will happen is you're using software like Audited, right? So on that, you've given a wrong key, right? Now, once the right key is there, it's being matching there in the Audited, you can find it out that the right key is available, right? You can take that key and use it, but it's not that simple. That requires huge knowledge, knowledge of like microprocessor and microcontroller. People who are there, who are from a background of electronics and communication, those people can work as a malware analyst. So their job role as malware analyst. People like bomb squad who can defuse bombs, right? So this is the same way ransomware attacks can be like neutralized by malware analysts. So people who are having that specific skill can prevent this kind of attack. And obviously, if this happens to like during this situation, it will be a disaster. To avoid this kind of situation, we should, like, all the hospitals and all the healthcare, they should have a good robust cybersecurity team working along, because people, like what we have, like companies have a very wrong notion, still they have it, is they think that purchasing a firewall, IDS and IPS, those are security tools, and having a good antivirus can prevent them from everything. That doesn't happen. There are insider threats as well. What is insider threat? The company like us, if we have an employee who discloses all the critical information outside, right, and brings in a pen drive and push it somewhere which has a ransomware, it can happen. So you should have different policies, procedures, regular checks, a cyber security team working along. That requires an extensive investment of money, but still, if you have something at stake, life of common people, you should have that money to be invested.
So we have a couple more questions. So shall we take it now, or because of time?
Yeah, we can.
So Rishikesh wants to know if there are any websites of to get knowledge of cybersecurity.
Come to us. We are there to help you. Indian Cybersecurity Solutions. Come to us.
Okay, great. And Padmanav wants to know about the education platform of Indian cybersecurity.
Your voice is breaking. Hello.
Am I audible now?
Yes, you are. But your video has been freezed. Yeah.
Okay, so Padmanav wants to know more about your platform of Indian cybersecurity.
See, Indian Cybersecurity Solution is an organization which provides cybersecurity consultancy as a penetration testing activities, third-party penetration testers who work for different organizations, government and private across the globe. We have a research and development wing which is focusing on providing training to individuals on capacities like cybersecurity. Also, we have research and development wing which is like why we have other courses as well, because we are researching on that. As I told you, IoT is a course where IoT security is what we are researching on. We have a team which is working on flying drones, who is that is capable enough to capture Wi-Fi signals and bringing it back to us, and we can track that. That's a project, Wi-Fi hacking drone. And these all things we do. We have AWS and Azure training as well, where we provide. Also, we are looking into AWS and Azure security penetration testing. So that's why we have AWS and Azure as a training. We provide Python programming. Why? Because Python programming is used for developing new hacking tools. We have also developed a new tool known as Jarvis, which is just like an Alexa, which listens to your command and does it. We are working on project, like students are working on this. We are heading that project is an operating system which is fully controlled over voice command. And that operating system is not normal operating system. It's a hacking operating system like Kali Linux and other things, and it's being operated through voice command. So it's becoming easier to command. That's what research is going on. We are also providing blockchain training. Linux is also there. There are full-time courses like diploma in cybersecurity, which covers Python programming, networking, ethical hacking, global certification, which is known as CA, Certified Ethical Hacker from EC Council. We are also tied up with another Israel-based company known as HackerU, Their faculties are also coming, like giving online training, we concentrate on cybersecurity. We also having machine learning, as I told you. That's how we have developed this Margdarshak and say into the security field. So machine learning is being highly utilized into the security domain, cybersecurity domain, and this is how we are working. We have this strong research and development wing, as we are very close to the student. Like there are students who are coming in here, we can absorb them, and they are the core members of our team. They are the penetration testers. So if you can check out our LinkedIn, you'll find out that maximum of our employees are our own students previously. There are few those who are not our students in the technical domain, definitely not on other domains like IHR and marketing. So they are from other colleges. So this is what we do as in a nutshell.
So we have no further questions. So with your permission, can we conclude the session?
Thank you very much for inviting, and all the best to everyone who is attending this. Feel free to get in touch through my contact and even to them. And we are also looking for a further collaboration part as well. So in future we can even collaborate and work together into different fields. So definitely, and thank you for inviting me. And this is a current situation where it's very uncertain, where people are falling ill, and there's a havoc going on. But still, we should be brave enough to fight this out. We will fight this out, and stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you, everyone. Hope you liked it. If you like my presentations and the explanation, please do come to the Facebook page and my Facebook account as well. You can send me a friend request. I'll be happy to accept you in the LinkedIn as well, because LinkedIn is a much professional way where we can interact. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Sir, on behalf of the entire Verzeo fraternity, we thank you for the amazing insight you shared with us. We would certainly be able to use this in learning, in advancing a career. With this, we conclude the session. Thank you, everyone, for joining in, and hope you have some key takeaways from this session, which will be of use to you. Thank you.
Thank you.